Burkini. It is a full-body swimsuit that covers everything except the face, feet and hands. For some, it is a religious imposition. Others call it a political statement. But for most, it is a personal choice, one that the French city of Grenoble has decided to uphold. Grenoble authorized the wearing of the so-called Burkini. It is now allowed in state-run swimming pools, a move that has reignited one of France's most contentious debates on religious dresses. The all-in-one swimsuit has been a controversial talking point over the years. Most of France see it as a symbol of creeping Islamism, one that is against the country's secular traditions. It is prohibited in most state-run pools across the country, but Grenoble Mayor Eric Puyol wants to make the rules more permissive, especially for female swimmers in the city. The move applies across the board in Grenoble. This means men will be able to wear long shorts, and women can also bathe topless in the alpine city's pools. However, Grenoble is not the first to change its rules. The northwestern city of Rennes quietly updated its pool code in 2019. It also allows burkinis and other types of swimwear. How people dress in water is a highly sensitive topic in France. They fear that a burkini could mean the growing influence of Islam and threatens the country's cherished secularism. In 2016, several local mayors tried to ban the burkini on Mediterranean beaches. The rules were introduced after a string of terror attacks in France. The rules were eventually struck down as discriminatory. In France, the law officially separated the church and the state in France. The concept called laïcité was used to establish state secularism. It was based on two important principles: one, the neutrality of the state, and two, the freedom of religious practice. France does not just keep religion out of political policies. It believes that religion should be separate from the national identity. While the law protects citizens' right to freely practice their religion, it often comes with several restrictions. France forbids school children and state employees from displaying religious symbols. Full face coverings were also banned in 2010. French officials say that the burkini represents Islam's inability to assimilate to France's values, but many argue otherwise. They say it allows Muslim women to participate more in Western culture. And for more on this story, Morgan Fet-Malka is a political analyst and is joining us live from Paris. Morgan, welcome to WION. Now, many fear that this plan will reignite French culture wars. Others say it's really about feminism and letting women wear what they want. What say you? Do you think the mayor was right to implement this plan?
Excuse me, I'm not hearing you actually very well.
I will repeat the question. Many fear that this plan will reignite French culture wars. You know, some say that it's really a question about feminism, you know, and allowing women to wear what they want to wear. What say you? Do you think the mayor was right in implementing this plan?
Actually, I don't think that we hear a lot of women and veiled women participate in this debate, and basic citizens, average citizens do not exactly participate in this debate either. And maybe I would frame this not as a culture war, but really just as a political debate. There are three different levels on which we can explain this this recurrence of the topic in French national debates. The first one is, as you mentioned, secularism, which is one of the most important values of the French Republic, and the whole issue actually revolves on what we understand by secularism. Does it mean freedom of expressing your religion, or does it mean the duty not to impose your religion on other people? And around this question, people are very divided, and there is obviously no evident answer.
We're talking about the burkinis, and Morgan Fet-Malka is a political analyst, and she's trying to tell us why this is an issue in France and why it needs to be, corrected in that country. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.